A trend lately in walleye fishing is for a lot of anglers to go to an electric steer trolling motor. Now, what do I mean by electric steer? That simply means that there's a little motor up in here that will actually steer the motor back and forth instead of the old cables that used to run these trolling motors. Now, there's some obvious advantages of running an electric steer trolling motor. The first one is you can move all around the boat and actually control this. Whether you move your foot pedal back or you use something like a key fob, you can actually control the boat up from the bow, in the back there if you're trolling, pretty much anywhere you want. Now, when you start looking at electric trolling motors, especially electric steer trolling motors, some things that I look for that are real important for walleye fishing are, first of all, that head's got to still move fast. You don't want it just slowly moving around. You can see on this head, when I go left or right, this thing spins right around just about as fast as a cable drive. So that lets you control the boat real precisely, stay on the little brake that you might want to be on, or if you're like out vertical jigging, keep your lines nice and vertical. So a fast moving head is very, very important. The second thing that I want is a real quiet electric trolling motor. Not only when I push the button here and run the prop, you know, it should be nice and quiet, but that the steering motor has to be quiet, as well as the bracketing shouldn't be creaking around. Because the reason you're using an electric trolling motor is to be stealthy, to be quiet, to sneak up on these walleyes. So everything's got to be good and quiet. The last thing that I really need out of a trolling motor, especially for me, is durability. You know, I'm out in rough water an awful lot. I've got to have good solid bracketing. We've actually run this motor quite a bit in really big waves, and the bracketing has held up great. So electric steer trolling motors, great for walleye fishing. Just make sure that they're strong enough, they're quiet enough, they let you be remote, and it'll make you a better fisherman.